All right, everybody, welcome in. I am so sad that you can't see what is out that window right now. I'm going to post a photo or a couple photos on the on the community page. It is the most beautiful scene, but right now it's being blown out by the light. So I'm so sad. That's the best part of this whole room. So, anyway, let's see where we're going. This is what you don't see coming. I'm going to start with Virgo. I'm going to go all the way around to Leo. And at the end of this video, I will pull cards for everybody watching, kind of a wild card. Pun intended. All right, so let's see where we're going. And I am going to, let's see. No, let's just keep going. Don't say it. All right, Virgo, what's going on for you? All these readings are Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yeah, deep breath, everybody. Apologies, this is a hard surface, so you might hear me shuffling a lot, for those of you wearing headphones. Safe travel, oh, very nice. I'm gonna pull the one on the top too. New moon, so there's a trip coming up, or there's some kind of travel you may need to do. When we get into Libra time, the new moon in Libra is very early in October. I think it's the 2nd or the 3rd. And that Libra moon is going to be very powerful. So let's see where we're going here. Let's see where we're going here for Virgo. I just saw the 9 of Cups. So there can be something around going for what you want. You're going to need to physically go for it. This is not just about like, yeah, I'm going for it and waiting for the universe to say something to you. You've actually got to like get up and go get something, okay? So 7 of Pentacles. All right, what's underneath? Ooh, the sun. There's Leo energy. Beautiful for Virgo. 4 of Pentacles. I got these in my own reading this morning. And I don't have any planets in Virgo. For myself, I have Uranus and Pluto. Way out there. 2 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords. So Virgo, I feel like you had this kind of long-term plan. Okay, so you're showing up as a 7 of Pentacles. So you've put some time and effort into something, but I feel like you're not really giving a lot to this. Now you're kind of just like, hey, I've invested my time. What else do I need to do? What's upcoming here, this 2 of Wands is about a decision. And it's about, do you want to be happy or do you want to be right? Okay, something like that. And I feel like there is an ending to another long-term situation. This could be separate. This could be a family situation or some kind of breaking up of a long-term relationship. So you're kind of like, okay, in order for me to get what I want, I have to actually do more stuff. I can't just rest on my laurels of what I've already done. And I feel like there's a anxiety here, okay? There's a little anxiety because something you have counted on is closing down or ending or showing signs of ending. This full moon in Pisces that's coming up in the, the 19th of September is going to be in Pisces. It's going to be very powerful. It's going to be a full moon, and it's going to be about purging any kind of addiction. Now, you may not see withholding or sitting back at a certain point in a relationship or a certain point in your, sort of desire to go and get something in your life. You may not see this sitting back. You may think of it as prudent. You may think of it as, well, this is a good strategy. I don't want to get out over my skis. I don't want to do too much here because what if that's too much? So I feel like this is a moderating behavior that has become kind of all due respect, a little bit of a manipulation of a situation because of fear or anxiety that something won't happen. So if you're somebody who feels that, who's feeling that, if that's resonating with you, then there's something here about another 2 situations happening in your life, and one of them that you thought was a given is gonna kind of gonna go away. And it's, something that's 10 of Pentacles going away. It's just run its course. So this could be a relationship in your life. This could be like a long-term friendship. or somebody that you've counted on, they're just going in a different direction. Like, hey, nothing personal. This is just, they're turning their attention away from you and going somewhere else. So you thought you had all these like fires going, all these irons in the fire, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, which one? It's like you can't really put your hands around either one of these situations, because the long-term one is making decisions to go in a new direction, and you haven't invested nearly enough in this other situation to make it stable and solid. So what's being asked of you right now is to recognize what you don't see coming is that you've got a choice to make here. And the choice is to start being more open, more vulnerable, more available in relationships. Okay, this one jumped out, so I'm taking this. Woo! Okay. So this world energy shows up. Is this some kind of travel situation? Like you're going to physically need to go somewhere to solidify this opportunity, okay? You've put some effort into it, not a lot, and now you're on the withholding side of things. So you're going to now need to kind of, be, Amerigo Vespucci, be, going out into the world to explore. And it may just not be like one person or one situation, but whatever you had kind of tentatively and you think it's a done deal, it's not a done deal. The old situation can be kind of moving on from you. So this is closing up. You're going to feel some closing up energy, and it really is time to invest more. Invest more in your creativity, your happiness, your joy, whatever it is. It's like, maybe you don't even see that. I mean, manipulation's a really strong word, but maybe you don't even see this as I'm trying to control things. I'm trying to not feel too much for this person at this point. I'm trying to not give them enough. I want them to lean toward me. Something like that, because I don't like that Five of Swords there. Knight of Cups, Justice, Six of Swords, and the Fool. So I do see you going in the direction of this person to try to balance things out, the Libra energy there, and then be together with them. There's definitely, I feel like there's kind of a misunderstanding here, or there's something that you're recognizing about yourself in the full moon that you're like, oh, okay, if I really want the situation, I've got to put effort into it. I've got to put myself into it, put myself out there. All right. The new moon is the time, early October, when you're going to plant these seeds, when you're going to actually like come forward and say, hey, yes, I want you in my life. Or, hey, yes, I'm going to commit to this direction of my career, or whatever it is. But you're not going to be allowed by the universe to rest on your laurels anymore. Like that's not a thing anymore. Okay. All right. And it does include travel. It has something to do with a distance situation, right? This new person could live at a distance from you or something like that. And you got to make some kind of commitment to be in the same city just to see how things go. Or if that's like not possible because of, kids or whatever, then you're going to need to figure something out that's going to add an air of commitment to it. All right. That is Virgo. Let's move on. Okay. Well, whatever. All right. Libra. For you, darling, power. Libra's taken back their power. And this is, it's been a situation, kind of a, maybe a disappointing string of connections that you've had, that you have seen yourself give away your power. I just feel like you're becoming very aware of when you do give away your power. And, this is I'm a Libra rising, and this is one of our universal flaws is that we're very accommodating. And at some point in your life, there's going to be a time when you're like, I think I'm overly accommodating, especially to people who don't ever compromise. Okay, so there can be that. There can be, family members going on, or bosses going on, people that aren't, that just see you as somebody who's the one who always accommodates things. So, King of Pentacles underneath. Yeah, there it is. Six of Pentacles, giving to everybody and not to yourself. This is something that you've recognized, okay? I feel like you have recognized this. The situation is the Emperor. That is definitely about taking your power back. You've got some powerful masculine energy here. King of Pentacles and the Emperor. Opportunity is the Page of Wands. Let's see where we're going here. Wow. 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups. So I feel like you're getting a lot of awareness. I'm not too unhappy about this, actually. I feel like this is a time of reflection. Okay, this is not about stubbornness, even though he's got his arms crossed. I feel like this is kind of an aha time when you're like, oh, wait a second. You know, why am I being so overly accommodating in this situation? I feel like you might have multiple people in your life who have taken power or tried to dominate you in some way. And the opportunity is now to start fresh. I like the Page of Wands here. And I feel like for now, you're sort of looking at your patterns of your past life, of this life, long term, right? 10 of Pentacles. You're sort of looking at that. There could be something here about feeling like you had to give away your power in order to survive financially. And so that certainly could be part of this, or at least it was a chapter of the story. And so you're seeing that about how you're giving yourself away, and you're going to be offered an opportunity that is going to be amazingly financially stabilizing for you and turn you into this King of Pentacles. That's coming next. But this is a time of reflection. Okay, this is a time of reflection, and you can be reflecting on, you know, any sort of relationship where you give away your power. It doesn't have to just be, you know, a parental relationship or a boss or a family member. This could be in love relationships too. You can see echoes of this all over your life. And I just feel like what's being asked of you for right now, until we get through this full moon, and I also want to say this, Capricorn energy, we do have Pluto, and this is Pluto, that's in Capricorn right now at 29 degrees. And so if you have, you're Libra, if you have anything at 29 degrees Libra, which I certainly do, that is being squared right now. So there's something here about reflecting and thinking about things. The next situation is going to require you to step into your power. So you can have these conversations with these people, whoever you are feeling like you're giving away your power to. You could have another interaction with them in which you say no. Okay? And it's not about explaining yourself or anything like that. Just like, this isn't healthy for me. This isn't good for me. That project seems like outside of my wheelhouse. And it's not that it's not in my comfort zone. It's just that, you know, this is not my area of expertise. And I certainly don't want to go in that direction, develop that. That's not where I'm going. Okay? I'm reflecting on what I want. So whenever you feel pressure by other people to kind of give them an answer, or you could feel where you're having a situation where you're releasing your power, it's because you don't know what you really want. And you're going to need to like kind of sit down and go, what is it that I really want in this situation? Because then once you know that, instead of trying to please this other people, a lot of people pleasing going on here, instead of trying to please this other person, so you kind of like dance around and be like, okay, I could sit here, I could sit here, I could sit here, I could sit here. You're like, actually, this is what I want. And, you know, you might have thought in the past that it was kind of like, oh, well, that's kind of being my way or the highway. Well, you are kind of channeling the Emperor here when you do that. You're taking back your sovereignty and you're saying, you know, this may be hard for you to hear, but this is my decision. And this is part of what's important to me as I grow my life moving forward. And if you can't meet me at that table, then I don't think we have anything more to talk about. And then shut up. All right. So this Ace of Pentacles here for Libra, Ace of Pentacles. Five of Swords, Hermit, Seven of Cups, and the Two of Cups. So this gifty is Saturnian. This gifty, this Ace of Pentacles comes through when you do take back your sovereignty. And you like see people for who they are, for the manipulation that they're working on you, they're running a game on you or something like that. And in the past, it might have been kind of confusing to you. And I feel like it's because you were always taught that, you know, what do other people want? And then I'll see how I fit into that. And this is really a shift of that. This is coming full circle. And 29 degrees of Capricorn is the final time. This is like the tying up of loose ends. So you might have someone coming back into your life or someone asserting some kind of power and dominance, and you're just being like, yeah, no, that doesn't work for me. All right, so that's going to, the gifty here can be a lot about a new relationship or forging new considerations, right? If we've run our course with these, this is new. So you're having the opportunity. I see Virgo, I see Aries here, I see Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. You're forging new opportunities now because you have a different energy. You're not somebody who's a pushover. You're not somebody who's, negotiating away their power. It's fine to compromise as long as you get, I'm kind of an 80%er. So it's like, I think if someone else is an 80%er, we should overlap in some pieces of this. And then maybe 50-50, right? We kind of overlap in that, but there's these other 30% that, so you got to negotiate those things. And if that has scared you in the past, then this is the lesson. All right. Let's see about Scorpio. What is going on for Scorpio? Focus, darling. More Sagittarian energy with you. I don't know. I am definitely channeling into someone who is a Sagittarius. You could be a Scorpio that has a lot of Sagittarius in your chart. You could be somebody who has a lot of Sagittarians around you. So, Scorpio, let's see where we go with this, because, I always talk about signs that are right next to each other in the zodiac kind of hate each other at some point, but then if you have Sagittarians in your life, it'll kind of mellow, right? Like this could be like a frenemy. No, Sagittarians are not frenemies, not usually. You could be hanging around or be in a work situation with a Sagittarius and you're just like so over the overly optimistic and oh my God, this, and eventually you're kind of like, that person's kind of adventurous, kind of blunt, kind of like that. All right. And they look at you and go, God, you're so dark and I can't ever figure out what's going on with you. But then they're like, you know what? Kind of respect that. I kind of respect that you take risks. Okay, Magician underneath. Good grief, this card. Five of Swords, Two of Wands. What I just said to you about people not being able to figure you out, this is not a really great combination. For those of you who take my tarot class, you know this. Magician is a little bit slippery, right? It's about illusion. Five of Swords is about, I don't reveal, I kind of use manipulation. I know it's a strong word. I use manipulation to get what I want. And I feel like Scorpio, if you have felt that and you have been like, kind of like, you know what, I'm so sick and tired of this cycle. I'm going to make some new choices now. Some of you have very good reasons for this Five of Swords. Opportunity is this Ten of Wands. Excuse me. Ten of Wands, Ace of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. All right, so I am seeing Virgo here, Gemini, Libra energy, the Sag energy over here. And I just feel like it's coming time when this is just getting old, okay? And I almost feel like you're manifesting something new in your life. And I just feel like this is a good direction for you. It's like you're turning your attention away to how I used to do things. Maybe there's some, and Okay, not maybe. There's some new ideas coming through because of this shift in energy that you're making. I like it a lot. I also like that this Knight of Pentacles and this Nine of Pentacles, this feels to me like you're finally sort of seeing your own value and your own worth. And you know that maybe in the past it has been about, I'm like, deep down, I'm afraid of people seeing who I truly am. And what if they don't like that or something like that? And so I'm kind of mysterious. And so this is just a sense of like, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. So if you don't feel pretty good right now, the universe is going to offer you a chance to do a 180. So if you have kind of cultivated a brand of being very mysterious or being very sort of standoffish or to yourself or whatever, I just feel like that in the future, this Queen of Swords energy says to me that you are now able to be more open, and it's like trust but verify, right? I don't need to become Sagittarian. The things I hate about Sagittarius, I'm Sagittarius, is like, oh, you're all open and childlike and everybody sticks you through the heart with a hot poker, and I don't like that, and I don't do that shtick and all this kind of stuff. But I feel like this has been a defense mechanism. And I feel like you're now kind of lugging around a lot of broken hearts or lugging around a lot of energy that I don't know. It's like finally coming to the idea that this doesn't suit me anymore. I'm not happy. And I'm not happy, and I feel sort of left out in the cold by people, or I feel like, oh God, I feel like it's just not what I want. I really want to have a good relationship. I really want to be, dynamic. I want to step into my power and all this kind of stuff. And so you're getting some new goals coming through. You're getting some new opportunities coming through. I love this Ace of Wands for you. And I love it that it's saying to you, okay, part of the new opportunity is that you're going to have to step out of that comfort zone. Okay, Scorpio, you're going to have to step out of that comfort zone, and you can become this Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is no pushover, okay? But she is honest and open. She's not doing this to people. She's not, and maybe this is somebody that you have been dealing with, somebody who's been kind of screwing with you all this time, and you're like, you know what, I've had enough of this kind of behavior. So I'm the one that's going to say enough, and I'm going to move in a direction forward. I'm going forward. So, aim your arrow, okay? Aim your arrow and really bring it back. That's what Sagittarius does, is they shoot for the future. That arrow lands over there and then you go toward it. And if that's not been your way, this is probably a new way of living that's coming up for you, which I really think is awesome. Okay, I'm going to keep that right there. All right, so Sagittarius, been talking about you in the Scorpio reading. If you didn't notice, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, I recommend you watch the Scorpio reading that's right before this. Okay. All right, my darling, gratitude, attitude of gratitude, which you usually do have. So let's see what wants to come up. There can be something that is now opening up in your life that you see your I don't know, your luck. You see what you have and like get really super grateful all of a sudden. Instead of striving for more, you just see this real beautiful, I got a good life. And even if you have felt in the past like it could be better, I don't like this about it, I don't like that about it, I just feel like there's something happening here that's giving you pause and saying, wow, I guess it could be this Tower. So that's underneath. There could be an internal kind of like wowza. There could be a explosion going on with other people that you're dealing with, and you're likely to get pulled into it. So hang on one second. Okay, Four of Cups, Judgment. You're being called here, Sag. The Hermit. Some of you have had kind of an unhappy love affair here. And I feel like it's a person at a distance who could be having this Tower. Okay, so the Hermit energy, Nine of Swords, Chariot, Queen of Wands, and the Justice card. Oh, yeah. So this person is coming toward you, or going to come toward you. Yeah, the Chariot card is Cancer energy, Cancer, Virgo, Libra. And I almost feel like you've pulled back from this person. You've pulled back from this situation. And you're having some kind of inner knowing, okay? Some kind of growth because you've pulled back. I feel like there might have been a third party involved or something like that. And you pulled back. You're like, you know what? Not doing it. This wisdom that you have gained by being out of it, taking a step back. You've just taken a step back. And I almost feel like on some level, you know this is happening to that person. You know it's what's happening. You know that they're going through something difficult. They're headed toward you. Queen of Wands, right? The Chariot coming towards the Queen of Wands. And now you get the chance to negotiate. So if you were in the situation with a person, it doesn't have to be a third party. They just may be somebody who didn't recognize, who wasn't grateful for you. And now they are. I think if you stepped back, I think this person now is going, holy shit, did that really happen? Did this person run away from me or leave me behind? No, no, no. Okay, this person is headed right for you. And so now you're like, okay, well, let's negotiate. And I don't mean to be like this was a power game or anything. I feel like you legit stepped back because you're like, I don't feel appreciated by this person. I don't really think they even care about me. And so I'm just not, I got the message. All right, I got the message. I got the memo. I don't need to be abused by this person anymore. I don't really think that that's true. If they're coming toward you, then in this Justice card, you're going to have some really serious conversations with this person. All right, so Six of Wands, Nine of Wands, Three of Cups, and the Devil card. Oh, yeah. There's a little bit of some kind of addiction here, I want to say. There could be some kind of limerent, fantasy going on between the two of you. There could be some kind of actual physical addiction, although I will say limerent. I was just watching this woman who's a psychologist talk about limerence is the same thing as love addiction. And if you didn't realize that was a love addiction, holy smokes, to be limerent with someone is to sort of engage in this fantasy about a person who's not really available to you. And they're not doing anything. They're acting, they don't appreciate you. They're acting like, what are you talking about? And you're in this whole fantasy world about it. Sag, I just feel like that's possible here, and it's a pattern. And so I feel like there's some kind of you getting sober about this, okay, about the fact that you know that this is really what's going on. This is the sobering energy of Virgo that says, that's not healthy for me. So when this person shows up, you're like, you know what, dude, that is not healthy for me. If you want to have a relationship with me, we can talk about it. But this is what it's going to look like. It's going to grow slowly. I'm just going to take my time. Let's see how it goes. No promises. Okay? Okay. All right. So that's for Sag. And just know that Capricorn, Virgo, Cancer, okay, lots of big cards here, lots of major arcana cards. This says to me that this is a big turning point for you, Sag. It's a time when you're kind of like aware of your worth and value. And this person on some level, even if it was unconscious, they're a mirror to you about how ridiculous that is, that it's really time to pay attention to your own worth and value and really step into it. Okay, that's for you, Saggy. For Capricorn, Cappies. All right, Divinity. Capricorn, Divinity. What is up with you? Divinity. Okay, so Capricorn, I just feel like let's see. I'm getting a feeling of reverence. I'm getting a feeling of pedestals. Maybe putting somebody on a pedestal, or you've been put on a pedestal, or something like that. But let's just see where the reading takes us. Seven of Cups. Yeah, there's some kind of. I mean, look at this guy looking straight up at that. You know, like a savior. Looking at someone like a savior. Like you're going to save my life. Here you are, King of Wands. Situation is the Three of Pentacles. He's actually making a statue. What are you doing? Are you actually, either you're the one on the throne, which could be true. Someone could be idealizing you. Someone could be seeing you as divinity, as like, could be a third party here. We got two threes already. Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Hanged Man, Justice card, Ace of Wands, and the Emperor. I feel like it's important to kind of turn this around for yourself. A lot of fire energy here. There could be a lot of passion between you and this person. This person, it doesn't have to be a third party, but this could be, you know, third party, maybe like not traditionally what you would think of as a third party. This could be somebody who's like married to their work. Okay. This could be, because this is, you know, Capricorn, that could be you. Very dynamic in terms of your work. That's where you're getting all of your self-worth, self-esteem from your work. And you're almost like putting it on some kind of pedestal. If you're with somebody, they might be putting you on a pedestal and you're sort of like this god because you've, you know, created some kind of business or something like that. You could be being put on a pedestal by a group of people like this. You know, you see how these people are looking at him like, oh, look at that master. Look at that amazing person on that throne, right? Ooh, right. We're like revering you. And so something is going to occur where it's going to like flip the script here, Capricorn, where you're going to want to give away this power that you've had or this throne, whatever that is, and throw it over for something totally new. So you could be someone who's like, let's just say you're a corporate lawyer and all of a sudden you want to move to Paris and become a pastry chef. You want to go to Italy and, you know, paint the masters and learn how to be a great painter. You want to, it's creative, whatever it is. It's very creative. And I just feel like there are, you are in charge of your life. You're very dynamic here. And I just feel like what is going to be happening in this we have a full moon in Pisces coming up on the 19th of September. And this could shine a light on this for you that says, okay, I've achieved this, I've accomplished this, but I've kind of lost the joy of it. Or I need some kind of creative outlet for my joy. I need to find my joy again. Okay. We have Pluto in your sign of Capricorn at 29 degrees. And so this is a moment in time where you might have created something and it's time to either sell it or sort of make it just, you know, continue to earn you money. It's just like sitting on a shelf and someone else is the caretaker of it and you can turn your attention to something else. The new thing might not show up. Well, Libra time. Okay, so we're stepping right into Libra time. So we have a new moon in Libra happening early in October. That could be a time when you see the new path. Okay, and this doesn't have to be about work. It can be about a relationship that you've kind of like not put much time or effort into because the other person has always been kind of dancing around you and been like, ooh, you're so amazing. And like, you got to flip that around and take it in a different direction. Okay, Capricorn, because we have Pluto then moving out of your sign in October. In November. It's going direct in October. And it's moving out of your sign into Aquarius. So you're like reinventing yourself. It's the start of a 20-year cycle. Okay, so this might be very powerful time for you, Capricorn. Okay, so let's see about Aquarius, right? I was just talking about Aquarius. You're going to have Pluto moving into your sign November 19th, I think it is. So this is what don't you see coming right now, Aquarius? Grounded. I'm never sure. When I first see that, a lot of times my first impression is you're grounded. Okay? And for an air sign, that means I can't fly or I can't be up in the air like I'm used to. For an earth sign, that's like, yay, right? So it's, if you have a lot of earth energy in your chart, then you might be cool with this. If you don't, you might be like, oh, if you got a lot of air like me and fire, you might be like, oh, I'm grounded. Oh God. But actually it's like a blessing. Whichever way it is, it's a blessing. So Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you. There's something here that has to anchor you so it's like you got to stop the car moving before you can change directions. And you know how you slow way down to an intersection, you're stopping, the car's coming on, and then you can go. All right, so there's something like that happening here. Whoopsie, okay, no, we'll do this. Justice underneath, Libra time. We're coming up onto Libra time right now, Aquarius. All right, I've seen this a couple of times for you. That's a serious tower moment coming for Aquarius. 7 of Wands, you may have been pushing it off or pushing it back. It has something to do with setting a boundary. Could have a legal matter coming, Aquarius. 3 of Cups in the opportunity. This is, you see the pumpkins here. This is like right in around Halloween time. Okay, let's see. Page of Pentacles, King of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. I like it. And, ooh, look at this. Outcome is the Hermit card. So you're learning, there's some wisdom here coming in. And for some of you, this could be about moving on or finally moving on. The Tower here, I feel like, is a new relationship coming in, and it's changing the game for you. This person is changing the game for you. This is a situation that is going to be long-term if you invest the right amount of time into it. The Virgo energy, Leo energy, Libra energy here. I feel like you've been pushing off on this. So some of you have been single for a long time and you're like, nope, don't want to deal with this. What's wrong with my hair? Don't want to deal with this. Don't want to deal with a person. I feel like there's a person who wants to, this is like engagement ring deal, okay? There's a person that you might want to engage with. The word engage just came into my mind. There's a person you want to engage with. I feel like you have thought this was a fantasy for a long time, that you weren't really able. Maybe it was a third party, but I feel like this person is coming back around. It's possible that they got a divorce and that's like blowing your mind. Some of you are in a committed relationship that's about to blow up. You got to stand still and figure out what the hell you want before you move forward. This, to embrace the energy of Gandalf, of the Hermit, you're going to have to do some self-reflection here, right? And this Page of Pentacles is kind of showing it too. It's like, what is it that I want to create? And then that person or that situation shows up very quickly. You could actually be this King of Wands energy and sort of jumping into, he looks like he wants to jump right off the throne at you, doesn't he? So this is like forging some kind of creative future for yourself. It might be a little bit new wave, but you are Aquarius. And so I'm okay with that. You might be, living at a distance from someone that you are intimate with, and you decide to do like a week here, a week there, a week here, a week there kind of thing. It's just not the way, it's not traditional. But it is a very healing connection. And this Ace of Pentacles could be some kind of opportunity. 7 of Cups, the Sun, the Temperance card, and the Knight of Swords. So more Leo, and there's Sag. I feel like something, Aquarius, that you have thought of as a fantasy now has the opportunity of coming true. And it's no longer a fantasy, right? This looks like fantasy to me. The 7 of Cups, that Page of Pentacles, I was talking about that. But this is something that is grounded, all right, that is needing to come through. That Sagittarian energy, Archangel Michael. I feel like someone's, coming back to you very quickly, or you're going towards someone very quickly, but it's going to take time. Virgo energy. This is going to take persistent, consistent action. Pentacles, Virgo. This is not about a quick kind of, whirlwind romance or an overnight success. This is something that you have to put time and energy toward. But I feel like whatever gets blown up is something that's breaking a hole in your bubble, and it's something that's going to invite in some new innovation for you. So that's a really, really positive thing, Aquarius. And I know Aquarians are very innovative and revolutionary, in fact. So something new, some opportunity coming in. All right, that's for Aquarius. So let's see here for Pisces. We have a full moon in your sign. Growth. Oh, yeah. Isn't it always the way? Okay, growth, energy. What is happening here? Let's see. Growth, please. All right. Oof, this Five of Swords. Good God. All right, Five of Swords underneath, Pisces. Ten of Wands. Ooh. Ten of Swords. What? Okay, Eight of Pentacles. You are not paying attention, my friend. You're just like sitting at your workbench. Look at how his back is exposed. And Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. It's almost like you're doing all the work of something, and somebody's going to stab you in the back. I'd be very, very careful right now. Okay, where are we going here? Two of Wands, Chariot, Hermit energy. Outcome is the Seven of Wands. This is, the growth thing is about learning about boundaries. Learning about not pulling the whole wagon by yourself. I feel like you're going to feel very betrayed by this. This is somebody that look at the Hermit is shining the light right at that Chariot energy, Cancerian, Virgo energy, shining the light. You know who this is. You know exactly who this is. And I feel like subconsciously you know that this is either not a good thing for you. Maybe it's not healthy. Maybe it's an unhealthy relationship. And you've been doing everything, and then they betray you. How dare they? Okay. You're going to get the chance here to make some new decisions. And I almost feel like, because if this is resonating for you and you're like, oh yeah, I know who she's talking about, then this is a wake-up call for you right now. The full moon in your sign is happening on the 19th. I keep thinking February. Something happened in February. But on the 19th of September, we're going to have a full moon, and it's going to shine a light on this. And you are going to either need to assert some kind of boundary, or you're going to need to stand up for yourself right now. Like, you know that this is coming. This is like a warning here that says, like, lights are flashing red. Someone is about to betray you, and I think you do know who it is. Justice, Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, more Virgo energy, and the Magician. Oh yeah, you are dealing with someone who is very slippery. Okay, they come across, they try to show up as the Knight of Pentacles and Queen of Swords, like, I'm very open, I'm very honest, I'm telling you everything about this. They are definitely not. Okay, if this is a partner and they're going to all of a sudden ask you for a divorce. And they're like, just last week, they're like, oh no, honey, I don't know what you're talking about. And all of a sudden they whip out this agreement, and you're like, didn't we just talk about this last week? And you're like, oh no, everything's fine. Just saying. Okay. I feel like you got to watch your back here, Pisces. Okay. This person is very slippery and has been doing things behind your back. I'm going to say it. Okay. That's for you, Pisces. Sorry about that. That is for Pisces. And if you don't know who this is, I doubt it's you. Because the person in that reading did know who it was. So I watch your moon, rising, or Venus sign. Okay. All right. That's for Pisces. That's for Pisces. I wish I brought a third deck with me. Okay. All right. Aries, what is going on for you, my friends? Lucky. There's Sagittarian energy. So very beautiful energy of Jupiter. And wherever you have Jupiter, I'm kind of being called to say to you, wherever you have Jupiter in your chart, Jupiter is really the energy of husband or good spouse. It's not Mars or Venus. It's Jupiter for you, okay? Jupiter is a terrific energy for a partner. If you've got Jupiter in the 7th house, or if you've got Sagittarius energy around that 7th house, this is a very positive sign for you, Aries, okay? Because it's a trining energy. It's another fire sign. Queen of Pentacles underneath. Page of Wands. You might consider this person, you might feel immature or they're immature. This is an imbalance in maturity for sure. Page of Wands is possibly the most immature, but it's fire sign. But then this Queen of Pentacles, Aries, you could be dealing with choosing between two people, one of whom is very fiery and exciting. The other one is steady state, kind of a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. And it's like, which one do I choose? 5 of Wands. You got a lot of choices here. Opportunity is the 8 of Wands, 7 of Swords, Knight of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the outcome is the Hanged Man. Ta-da. So, voila. So, I feel like you're, I almost feel like, Aries, that you have a choice between somebody who's very mature, or you could be the mature one in a connection. There's something here about maturity versus immaturity. And you could be wobbling back and forth between someone who is, hey, I'm in charge of a big, Fortune 500 company. I'm very stable. I'm very reliable. But in my personal life, I'm totally not. Or vice versa. You could be really stable and awesome in your private life, but in your work life, you're all over the place, okay? So there's something here about balancing this out. Balancing out the need for excitement and the need for stability. So what we could be talking about here, I see Sag here, but I also, with that energy, I'm seeing Taurus, and I'm seeing Scorpio. So Taurus energy is the energy of safety and security, and Scorpio is the energy of risk. So in order to have safety and security, you're going to need to take a risk sometimes. If you're the risk taker in some part of your life, you may need to dial that back in. If you're the too safe person, you're going to need to wind it out a little bit. You need to take more risks. Okay, Aries, and calculated risks, okay? But you could also be you're the stable one, and you're attracting people in who are the unstable ones, or the not, sort of drama. Queen of Pentacles is the antithesis of drama. And you might be drawn to drama like a moth to a flame, even though you're like, I really want a Queen of Pentacles, but I'm always drawn to these like drama queens. So what is going on with that? I feel like you're going to be seeing what's going on with you, okay, over the course of this next period of time. And I almost feel like you step into some kind of experience, whether it's a relationship or it's your work or whatever it is, that allows you to be excited and stable. It allows for sustained growth. It allows for something that evolves naturally. It doesn't have to be fast. I just think you're getting a lot of aha moments around your patterns in your life, and I feel like this is going in a really good direction. You're seeing the lies you're telling yourself. And if some of you are really having a hard time with commitment or getting someone to commit, this is the thing that's being balanced right now. All right. Is there anything for you to do here? I feel like better communication is one thing, internally and externally. 2 of Wands, 7 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and the Star. So you're healing this. This is what's happening right now. You're actually making a commitment. You're making a decision to purge this behavior, new moon, full moon in Pisces. And then as we get to the new moon in Libra, you're committing to balance yourself. This is on your destined path. This is destined and fated. So it could show up in the guise of other people. You could have people mirroring back to you, either stability or instability, safety versus risk. You could have those patterns showing up for you. And so your job is just to go, oh, okay. Thank you. I'm going to take advantage of this. That's a lucky opportunity. All right. That is for Aries. Let's look at our Taurian friends. Taurus, I was just talking about you in the Aries reading. So if you are so inclined, go back and look at it. I was talking about safety and security versus risk, which is Taurus versus Scorpio. So let's see what wants to come out for you. Scorpio, death. This is risk, okay? So for sure, go back and look at that Aries reading. What did I just use? I think I just used that. So go back and look at that reading, because I just feel like you might be needing to take a risk, or you've taken too much risk. Whatever it is, you're transforming, okay? Whatever it is, you are really maybe ending a situation that has been long-term, that has been too stable. And it's like, Taurus saying something was too stable? Oh my God. I know. But that's what I'm feeling here. I'm feeling like you're finally taking some kind of risk. Queen of Cups underneath. Wow. Look at that. Double death cards. You are showing up as the death card here. I feel like you're finally taking your own needs into consideration. Yep. 9 of Pentacles. Nice. Queen of Wands is the opportunity, getting a chance to step into being creative again. I was talking with someone yesterday at lunch, and she was saying that when she had a partner pass away, and I'm not saying anybody's dying here, I'm just saying like that was her experience. And she said everything was gray. Like quite literally to her, the world looked gray. And then one day she woke up and it was all color again. And I feel like you've been through a situation that was very black and white, not very allowing, very rigid. And now, I mean, it's sort of like the sunflower always looks at the sun, and that sunflower is like kind of looking at that Queen of Wands. So there's something here in the lush. This is very, very much like Spain. I'm in Spain right now, and Italy, very much like that, right? It's like, do something that brings you joy. 9 of Wands, the Temperance card, here's Sag. The Empress card, there's Taurus and Libra energy. Fool. You're on a new path. If you're not already, this is something that is, well, you are embodying the energy of death right now. So this is something that's coming from inside you. This is a transformational experience that is probably once in a lifetime. Okay? You may not have ever had this big of a deal happen, but I feel like you are going towards becoming the person you've always been wanting to become, stepping into becoming the Empress. Archangel Michael here helping out. Temperance, it's like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's sort of like spiritual alchemy happening here that's creating a new kind of you. I just feel like in the past, the look on her face is kind of like, I'm super pissed that I didn't get what I want, right? That's Taurus. That is Scorpio energy as well. Now that I look at it, it's a water sign. So there's something here about bringing back fire, bringing back passion. And you're really looking at your own patterns and going, taking responsibility. Like, yeah, I got myself into this, but so I can get myself out. And you can. You definitely can. The Fool is the outcome. This is the new path. And there is something really beautiful on this path for you. I feel like this has taken you a long time to get here. So don't rush yourself. But I just want you to know that the new timeline, the new path will probably be kicked off as we get into Libra season with that new moon in Libra, you can really start seeing it happen. And then, of course, by the time we get to Scorpio. All right, so let's see. Gemini, my Gemini friends. I'm a Gemini moon, baby. Gemini moon. Okay, knowledge. Nice. What is happening here? That is really you. That is your wheelhouse of like wanting to learn something new, go down some rabbit holes around things, really loving some kind of new opportunity opening up or a new passion opening up to you. And it's just, you could be writing a book also. You could be writing a book. That's interesting. All right. Woo, look at this. Underneath, Ace of Cups. Definitely some kind of new love, new passion coming in. Very clear. King of Swords, Gemini, you are very clear. Hanged Man, no more illusions. 10 of Pentacles. This is definitely a new path for you. Page of Swords, there's the Death card, absolutely. The Strength card, and the outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. Destined, fated event. I feel like there's a message coming in for you. You're getting some knowledge that is going to end a situation. It's going to take a lot of courage. It could be a long-term marriage, long-term situation. Could be stepping away from family. It has been a long-term, like you're seeing now. The knowledge is coming through to you that says, now there's no other choice. I've got to go in a new direction. I've got to do something that's courageous. I've got to go toward my destiny and fate. King of Swords, you know it. You know it. This is not something you're kind of confused about right now. Okay? Or in the near future. The Wheel of Fortune, where are you going here? Wow. World, Knight of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're going off to really work on yourself. Some of you are breaking up a relationship. Some of you are ending a relationship with either a career path or a family member or family in general. And it's like, I feel like you have a lot of rage inside that needs healing. You're going to need to work on this. Okay, especially if you haven't shown a lot of rage around this. King of Swords is very dissociated from their feelings. Okay, Aquarian energy. So it's like you got to get mad in order to get this all out of you. And I feel like the knowledge now is there's some awareness that's coming into you, maybe as downloads or maybe as like friends telling you what's going on behind your back or something like that, that gives you that push that you need. Definitely a push coming in. Definitely done by Scorpio time. So I know Scorpio is a little on the nose for death energy, but either, the awareness is coming in now, the clarity is coming in now, and that full moon in Pisces. You could be aware that you have some kind of addiction to a person, and you're like, oh, I never saw it like that. Like it's limerent, that's love addiction, or something like that. And you're just like, oh, wow, I never knew. Because the Hanged Man in the situation, you're seeing things from a different angle now. That's knowledge, baby. All right, Cancer, what's up with you guys? We're going to do Cancer, Leo, and then I will pull cards for everybody watching. So Cancerians, courage. The Cowardly Lion. That's exactly what showed up in right here, the Cowardly Lion. So are you a Cowardly Lion? Are you somebody who knows that it's going to take courage to take the next step of your life? Maybe. Let's see. All right. What's going on for you? So underneath is Hierophant. Some commitment. There's the Hanged Man. Seeing things from a new perspective, my darling. Perspective is so important. Six of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Really wanting to move into a new direction. Very much so. Ten of Cups. Ace of Swords, Five of Cups, Eight of Cups. I feel like you have maybe have commitment issues, or you're dealing with someone with commitment issues, and I feel like you found the one for you. Okay, I feel like you found the one for you. And the truth is, I feel like you might have hung around too long. That person moved on. Okay, I feel like you took your time here. Too long to make a change, to make a shift, whatever. This is you. You're just like, okay, well, I'm expecting that no matter how long it takes me, this person will be around. It's almost like you taking this person for granted. And if you want them, you're going to have to go toward them physically. They might have actually walked away. Okay? Like, now I know that this is the right person. All right, let's see. 6 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. It is the right person. 6 of Pentacles. This is a person you have a mission and purpose with. You got some 6s here. And you're going to have to show yourself as now instead of, I mean, all due respect here, this is ego, and it's sort of like they're going to wait for me, or this is something that, I'm just taking my sweet time on, or but you're not recognizing that it's like a fear. You're having some kind of fear around this. And you're going to have to get to the bottom of it. You're going to have to show yourself as the Knight of Pentacles, which is very Virgo energy, healing energy. It's also incredibly reliable energy. Reliability and consistency is what's going to get this person back. I mean, they might be a Taurus, Virgo. They don't have to be, but they might be. In fact, if you were married in the past and this person is somebody that you want to be with, you might be terrified of that because of some past person or some past experience that you had. Okay. Okay. So get cracking. I just feel like this person is moving on. So don't let them go. All right. That's for Cancer. Let's move on to Leo, and then I'll pull cards for everybody watching. Okay. Let's see here. Bum. Okay. Leo, oopsie, come on back here. Leo, what's going on for you? Nature spirits. Something about getting out of your routine, getting out into nature more, walking, doing things more outside, making sure that you're opening yourself up to your spirituality, especially as it relates to Mother Nature. This trip has been so fantastic. Just everything has been so beautiful. The weather has been just incredible. All right, so there's something about that that's just very uplifting. Oh my God, seriously. Okay. 5 of Swords. Hermit. Emperor. Empress. Wow. Okay, not only 3 major arcana cards, but the Emperor and Empress coming out right after each other. Queen of Cups, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. I have seen this before for you, Leo, that I almost feel like you're offering your love to the wrong person. You're offering your love to the wrong person. And instead, there's this, if you're the Hermit, then, okay, you're wising up to this. The Emperor and the Empress, you're wising up to a current situation. And if you're offering your love, or you're dealing with someone who's not up to the task, okay, of being your partner, you're dealing with someone like that, there's a lot going on behind the scenes that you don't know about. And I feel like you have your perfect match available, or it will be available on your destiny path, but you're kind of jerking around with somebody who's not up to it. Okay? So it's time to take your power back. It's time. I just feel like this person is somebody who's very unreliable, someone who doesn't really tell you the whole truth. They're immature in terms of love, for sure. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune, where are we going here? For Leo, Ace of Swords, King of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Devil card. All right, you are about to see this in stark relief. I feel like a message comes through. This is clarity, baby. There is a fire sign for you. There's a fire sign for you. Why are you jerking around with this? Could be a water sign. Could be a Capricorn. Why are you doing this? This is where you need to go. You need to jump off the throne. This can be you about, you know, if you've been stuck in an addictive kind of relationship with a person. No bueno. It's time to move on from that. This does feel like an addictive. You're seeing someone as a king or an emperor when they're a page. They're not up to it. They're not up to it. You're putting someone on a pedestal here, Leo, because of this Five of Swords. You're putting someone on a pedestal. This nature spirits thing, it's like spirit is trying to speak to you through whatever practice you have. If you don't have a practice, maybe that's why that Five of Swords is there, is that you're really not seeing anything too clearly right now. So you might need to institute some kind of meditation practice, even if, you know, like you can do walking meditation or earthing, you know, get out into put your feet in the grass, whatever you need to do. But you're not seeing somebody clearly right now. Okay? So it's time to get on the stick with that one. All right, now this is for everybody. I'm going to use this Denise Lynn deck. All right, Denise Lynn deck. What is going on? What energy is coming through for the collective right now, please? Energy of the collective. Impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. So something here, is causing an issue or has thrown up some kind of wall. A person, you could have blocked somebody. There could be a person who's blocked you. There could be like, we've come to the end of compromise in this relationship. But we could, you know, maybe this is just the first obstacle you're hitting in a relationship. So let's see what wants to come through here for the collective. Oh, I love this. Okay. Sun showing up. Four of Swords. Devil energy. Knight of Swords. Nine of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Four of Wands. And the Six of Wands is the outcome. I like this. You are, and I love that the Queen of Pentacles is here because she's looking right at patterns. You know, this is the wounded warrior, that Nine of Wands. Like, you've been through a lot here. You've been through a lot here. I almost feel like if there is some kind of, this is triggering, this is a trigger. There's something in a connection that triggers you to like run away. This needs to be healed. So the first bump in a relationship or the first time you really feel like, uh-oh, you know, if you have put somebody on a pedestal, then there's no space for them to be really human. Okay. And humans are flawed. We're all flawed. We all do stupid stuff. We all say dumb things. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's like some big, bad, ugly thing. But if you don't have the healing going on inside you, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference between something that's just a mistake and something that is a big red flag. Okay? So this causes you to run away. The opportunity is to see the rage inside of you about this, or see which one it is. Is it a red flag? Or is it just a mistake? And, you know, that you're like, how do I tell? Well, this comes from being healed inside. Some of you, it might be true that you're not ready for this yet. You might not be ready for a relationship yet, especially if you're not looking at those Nine of Wands. Queen of Pentacles says to me, this, I like with the Four of Swords too. This is nurturing and healing energy. It's like, I'm taking care of myself. And I feel like this is a beautiful direction things are going in. So some of you could have some kind of reaction, or the person you're dealing with kind of runs away or blocks you or something like that. If you're going to want to work this out, there's a lot of healing that needs to go on in you. And then there's also a lot of healing and conversation that needs to take place with this person. You know, find a way to, why did that happen? Why did they block you? Or why did you block them? What's the healing here? Because I feel like this could go in a really nice direction. Empress. Seven of Wands. Ace of Cups. High Priestess. This is a fundamental inability to trust yourself. That's what's going on here. Is that when we're gaslit as kids, or when we don't know which of these things are true, then we can really be in a world of hurt. So it's time for you to get on the stick, because I feel like if you keep having relationships and they keep exploding on you because triggers, everything's a red flag or whatever, or nothing's a red flag and you get stuck in something for 10 years, time to work that out. Okay? It's time to work it out. So that's for you guys. Anything else? Any last comments here? I feel like that all you have to do is employ the energy of the High Priestess and the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress. Beautiful feminine energy here. Here and now. Tick-tock, baby. Round and round and orphaned. Okay, this is going to keep happening until you do this, until you look at yourself. So it's not about the other person making mistakes or am I looking at their red flags or not. The only way you know something's a red flag is if you're anchored inside and you know how to read from your own intuition. If you don't trust yourself, that's where you start. All right. Mwah. I'll see you tomorrow.